इतना ज़्यादा बोलने का मौका नहीं है, तो हम जो चीज़ यहाँ बोलने चाहता है थोड़ा हम आपको जस्ट रिमाइंडर देता है। हर आदमी जानता है कि who are actually scheduled tribes, what are the criteria. We are aware of the fact, yet I am just telling you, that is traditional occupation of a definite geographical area, that is geographical isolation, distinctive culture which includes whole spectrum of tribal way of life, that is language, custom, traditions, religious belief, art, crafts, etc. Then derivative traits depicting occupational pattern, economy, etc. and signs of contact with the community at large. Lack of educational and techno-economic development. These are the main criteria who become a scheduled tribe, who can be declared a scheduled tribe. Government is following this criteria. But if the Uniform Civil Code is applied, then what will happen? Just to go through the Constitution, from Article 12 to Article 35 deals with fundamental rights, and Article 36 to Article 52 deals with the directive principle of state policies. And Article 37 says that directive principles are not mandatory. Any article which are within directive principle of state policies cannot be imposed on the articles which are dealing with fundamental rights. Now you see what we have found here. Article 44, which is dealing with Uniform Civil Code, government is in all-out effort to impose it in country like India, which has multi-cultural people. India is such a country which have largest tribal population in the world. Africa is in second position. So we can call India as a tribal country, but they are trying to convert it into a Hindu country. So we must follow, we must know our position with the Adivasis of India. What is our stand? What should be our stand? So first of all, I convey my gratitude, convey my message to Dhanji, what he has proposed. Let us go for nationwide strike. And I think it is better to go for rail roko than road blockade. These two is sufficient. That if we call bond, then this may go against our people, because public impression may contradict our movement. But if we go for road blockade program and rail roko in all the tribal dominated states, then government will get the message. Now we have to decide how many days we will continue it, whether it will be a single day strike or 2 days or 3 days, and that we will decide within ourselves. And I think it is better to discuss with all the representative of organizations, because unless you formulate your way of movement, your movement cannot be succeeded. So first of all, we have to formulate the line of actions, and we have to select the persons who will lead the respective states. What we are ignoring, many of our tribal people are also now trying to advocate the government of India's opinion that this is not harmful to the tribals. But I want to remind all the peoples what we will lose. The fundamental rights, that Article 25 deals with right to religion. That means religious right is dealing with Article 25. And the preamble of Indian Constitution says that is liberty of thought, expression, faith, belief and worships. So once the Article 44 is imposed, then all this religious right will be null and void with a single strike out of the pen. So we must notice to the consequence. Unless we are aware of the fact, unless we understand the consequence after imposition of this Uniform Civil Code, then we cannot protect ourselves. That is why we have to go through actual situation. If we go through the Constitution, you will find how many articles, constitutional safeguards and laws which are framed to protect the interest of the tribes are being null and void if the UCC is imposed on us. Just few I am mentioning here, that is, with the implementation of UCC, the constitutional safeguards and provisions protecting the interest of the entire tribal society of the country will be suddenly inactive and cancelled, and this will invite nationwide chaos owing to absolute dislocation of existing religious, cultural and social systems and values of all the social, cultural and religious minorities throughout the country, which is not at all desirable. Some of the acts, laws and constitutional provisions which shall be effected directly with the introduction of this proposed Uniform Civil Code in the country. These are Chotanagpur Tenancy Act 1908, Santal Pargana Tenancy Act, Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribe Prevention of Atrocity Act 1989, Scheduled Tribe and Other Traditional Forest Dwellers Recognition of Forest Right Act 2006, Panchayat Extension to Scheduled Area Act 1996, that is PESA Act, Article 25, Article 26, Article 27, Article 28, protecting religious right of the tribes. Then Article 29, 21, right to promote and preserve own script and language and culture. Article 46, protecting economic and educational interest of the tribes. Article 330, reservation of seats for the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes in the parliament. Article 332, reservation of seats of scheduled caste and scheduled tribes in the state assembly. Article 335, reservation in educational institutions, government services. Article 341 for scheduled caste status. Article 342 for scheduled tribe status. These are few articles I have mentioned here, but there are a lot of things still remaining which we could not mention in this short time. So, my humble request to all of our tribal leaders to go through the constitution and just publish it to your village people. In Santal system, the Santal village are controlled and administered by Majhi Haram, followed by his followers, Naike, Gode, Jogmanji, all those social office bearers. So Santal leaders should go to the villages and tell the present situation, what we are enjoying after 75 years of independence, we are going to lose it as soon as UCC is imposed or enacted. आदिवासी छोड़ के मैंने संताल छोड़ के दूसरा जो आदिवासी आदमी है उन लोग को भी इसको पढ़ना पड़ेगा and और आदिवासी should maintain their religious, linguistic and cultural identity. आदिवासी सत्ता को नहीं बचाने से आदिवासी का आइडेंटिटी नहीं बचेगा. Unless you preserve your tribal identity, your tribal entity, you cannot survive. This we have to understand, because after getting job through reservation, many of our tribal people, they started to think themselves as the representative of Hindus. But tribals are not at all Hindus. Neither they are Hindu, nor they are Hindus, nor they will be Hindu. So we have to follow these philosophies that Santals, Oraon, Mundas, actually all tribals of India are not Hindus. They are the follower of their own religion. And the religion is the actual fact through which laws are framed. You see, Hindu Marriage Act, Hindu Succession Act, all these things are actually framed Hindu religion, centering the Hindu religion. So, all the tribal people, we have lot of rituals, customs, customary laws, all those things will be null and void. So let us go for further discussion. Let us chalk out our next course of action, our way of struggle and statewide movement, and one big movement, that is what I said, nationwide road blockade or train blockade. All these things we have to understand first, and we have to make them understand for whom we are actually trying to lead this movement. जिसके लिए हम लोग मूव करने चाहता है, उस लोग को पास पहले हम लोग को जाना पड़ेगा. नहीं तो वो लोग समझ नहीं पाएगा कि किस लिए हम लोग मूव कर रहा है. इसीलिए हम लोग को लोकल ग्रुप मीटिंग भी करना है, डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल भी करना है, डीएम तक हम लोग मूवमेंट कर सकता है, उसके बाद स्टेट वाइड एंड सबमिशन ऑफ मेमोरेंडम, ये चीज तो है ही. तो इसीलिए ये शॉर्ट टाइम में हम ये बोलता है कि हर ट्राइबल लीडर्स जितना ही हम लोग का ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है फिर से बैठ के लेट अस चॉक आउट आवर नेक्स्ट वे ऑफ मूवमेंट, क्योंकि ब्लूप्रिंट नहीं करने से आवर मूवमेंट may be disorganized. So once again I remember Baba Saheb ji, what he said, educate, organize, agitate. So first we have to educate our people within very short period of time that what is UCC and what are its actually ill effects, all those things. Then we go for movement. Noa sanam ko abon late tabona noa ko jodi babon korawa, Santal samaj marangia ko. Santal are the largest homogeneous tribes in India and rank wise third, Gond, Bhil, then Santal. These are the major tribes. Then Urao, then Mundaj, all these are also major tribes. But few major tribes, if their leader failed to understand the position and let us forget our political obligations. Those who are now associated in many of the political parties, we have to make a general call to them. The friends, now you have already served the political party's interest since independence. That means 75 years you have invested your time by serving the political party, not to serve your tribal people. So my view is that all the tribal leaders, those who are associated with different political party, they are actually treated as tribal leaders, but they are not the leader of the tribals. We have to understand. And we have to act like a leaders of the tribals, and this should be our views. Johar, salam kore.
आदिवासी समन्वय समिति की ओर से माननीय डॉक्टर सुबोध हंसदा महोदय जी को अशेष धन्यवाद। इसके बाद
Thanks for watching. Hope you like the video. If you like the video, please like it and subscribe to the channel. Comment even if it's small. If you want to help us, click on the join button. And please share the video with your friends. See you again soon in a new video like this.